Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise to move a motion for a resolution of Parliament to support the deployment of the Uganda People's Defense Forces in the Republic of South Sudan under the Memorandum of Understanding on Defense Cooperation and the Status of Forces Agreement executed between the Republic of Uganda and the Republic of South Sudan.
You're disturbing us.
Right Honorable Speaker, I move under Section 39 of the Uganda People's Defense Forces Act, Cap 330, and Rule 59(1)K of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament, of this Parliament. Whereas Article 210D of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda mandates Parliament to make laws regulating the Uganda People's Defense Forces, including the deployment of troops outside Uganda, and whereas Section 39 of the Uganda People's Defense Forces Act provides that where troops are to be deployed outside Uganda under multilateral or bilateral arrangement with other countries, the minister shall enter into a status of forces agreement with the host country or organization. Noting that on the 10th of January 2014, the Republic of Uganda, in accordance with Section 39 of the Uganda People's Defense Forces Act, entered into a Memorandum of Understanding on Defense Cooperation and the Status of Forces Agreement with the Republic of South Sudan relating to the deployment of the Uganda People's Defense Forces on the territory of South Sudan, aware that there is a security-related development in the Republic of South Sudan which is likely to result into serious negative security implications for Uganda and has potential to create a ripple effect on the economic, social, and political stability of Uganda, the region, and Africa at large. Further aware that on 10th of March 2025, in accordance with the Memorandum of Understanding on Defense Cooperation and Status of Forces Agreement, His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, the President of the Republic of South Sudan, requested His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, for urgent military support in order to avert a potential security catastrophe in South Sudan, noting that following the request by His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda has, in accordance with Article 98(1) of the Constitution and Section 39(1)(b), 38(1)(b), and 39 of the Uganda People's Defense Forces Act, deployed the Uganda People's Defense Forces in the Republic of South Sudan in order to avert a security catastrophe in the region. Appreciating that the deployment of the Uganda People's Defense Forces in South Sudan has previously enabled and will continue to enable the stabilization of security, peace, enforcement, protection of lives, and prevention of further escalation of conflict in the Republic of South Sudan, which is beneficial to Uganda, the region, and Africa at large. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Parliament of Uganda supports the deployment of the Uganda People's Defense Forces in the Republic of South Sudan under the Memorandum of Understanding on Defense Cooperation and the Status of Forces Agreement executed between the Republic of Uganda and the Republic of South Sudan. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, I beg to move.
Seconded. Seconded by Honorable Olanya Gilbert, by Gerald, by Emmanuel, by Lamwaka, by Amero, by Mariam, by Joan, by Wakas, Odero, Tusime, Okot, Kumi Municipality, Mbwa, Honorable Mbwa, Honorable Yusuf Butaleja, Busia, Acrobat, Honorable Kasolo. I always fear mentioning your name. Honorable Akamba, Honorable Mooma, Honorable Tony, Honorable Kabong, Karenga, Honorable Sechi, Honorable Muzee Kagabo, Honorable Ivanda, Honorable Esther, Nekesa, Ala, Okomo, Wilson, Abim, Elders, the General, by the whole side of this side. Can you second speak to your motion?
Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members of this House, early March of this year, fighting started at the Ethiopian border of South Sudan in Nasiri. His Excellency Salva Kiir, the President of the Republic of South Sudan, made a formal request seeking for urgent support of our forces following that conflict. Consequently, His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, deployed, and the Commander-in-Chief deployed the Uganda People's Defense Forces for a peace enforcement mission. Right Honorable Speaker, the President's decision was based on the mandate given to him by the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, and the Uganda People's Defense Forces Act, as quoted in the motion. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members, the President's decision to deploy UPDF, Uganda People's Defense Forces, to South Sudan was also based on Uganda's commitment to patriotism, nationalism, and Pan-Africanism. Uganda also has a long-standing role in safeguarding the lives and property of Ugandans and Africans at large through strategic military interventions in various countries across the continent of Africa. Right Honorable Speaker, the deployment of the UPDF in South Sudan was also done in a spirit of brotherhood, solidarity, security of Uganda, and the economy, as well as the shared historical and regional ties between Uganda and South Sudan. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members of this House, I therefore request this august House to support this motion for a resolution of Parliament to support the deployment of our troops in the Republic of South Sudan. I thank you.
Honorable Oboth. Second, you first wait.
Thank you.
Wilson, you'll second, don't worry. Let me first hear from the neighbor, because he's a neighbor to South Sudan.
Speaker, rightly you put it, my district borders South Sudan. And putting politics aside on this matter, Honorable Speaker, anyone who comes from the north, especially Acholi and West Nile, would highly support the deployment of the UPDF inside South Sudan. Honorable Speaker, I'd like to explore our colleagues from this side. The majority may not be knowing what is going on. Our brothers from South Sudan, they are quite merciless. It seems they are not all that professional in handling guns.
Honorable, Honorable, to avoid other issues, diplomatic issues, let's be fair in whatever we say for diplomacy.
Thank you.
And I want to request members that I will not allow a lot of debate on this matter for the sake of the safety of our members out there and for the sake of our relationship with that country. Yes.
Speaker, I welcome your guidance, but for the sake of peace of the people of Uganda, especially those ones from northern Uganda, and those ones who are carried on businesses in South Sudan, let us support the deployment. The deployment is for the betterment of our country. Therefore, I explore our colleagues, let us highly support, and as a country, peace in South Sudan will mean peace in our country as Uganda.
Thank you, thank you. Honorable members, of the issue of security, issue of diplomacy, issue of our relationship, I now want to put a question that the motion for a resolution of Parliament to support the deployment of the Uganda People Defense Forces in the Republic of South Sudan under the Memorandum of Understanding on Defense Cooperation and status of forces agreement executed between the Republic of Uganda and the Republic of South Sudan be adopted by this House. Those in favor of the the ayes have it. House adjourned sundown.
Nti amaje gagende Sudani gari mukurwana kati bakirete mu parliament mukiyisemu muyisemu ekintu ekyamaje kugende Sudani ate amaje gatuuka bayina operation bagenda mu maaso bari mukurwana kati fe batukolesa nga clearing house nti twasinsa amaje naye muyisemu motion norwecho kimara mu parliament ekitibwa n'ababaka kimaramu ekitibwa norwecho nze ng'omuntu siwagide kubanga okutwara abantu babere ku side emu wa mu South Sudan murumu enjuyi bbiri kati enjuyi bbiri za South Sudan ziri mu kurwana kati Uganda bwe tugenda nitubeera ku side emu tuba turaga nti tuwagira side emu ku bantu abatalina kukaanya mu ggwanga lyabwe norwecho nze ng'omuntu ng'omubaka sikiwagira ku nsonga bbiri kisooka saagala tubeere ku side emu mu nsonga z'eggwanga erya South Sudan kubanga muri mu sides bbiri ekyokubiri nti engeri yekikwatibwamu nti amaje gasooka okugenda ne gatuuka e South Sudan nga tigayina lukusa lwa parliament kati baze mu parliament bafune olukusa bali e South Sudan sikiwagide kikyamu ate kimara mu parliament ekitiibwa.
Okay, kyanaku nnyo okuba nti amaje gaffe gafuuse nga mashinale ge bakozesa nti genda lwano no gagenze Somalia gagenze Congo gagenze gago Sudan gali mu Central African Republic ku lw'omuwi w'omusolo ku ssente z'omuwi wa musolo kyanaku nnyo ng'eggwanga lyongera okubonaabona n'okwewola amabanja wano nawali kyale twongera okusaasaanya nnyo ku ggwanga eryetengeredde nga South Sudan amaje ne gagendayo ne bamala n'okugatwalayo ne balyoka baga kati parliament mutukkirize tugatwaleyo kikolwa kya jjoogo kikolwa kya bujoozi
nsi okusooka okutwala amaje ga Uganda eweeru galimu ebintu bingi bwe twatwala amaje e Congo 1997 98 99 kati olwayo tusasula miliyoni za dola 7 buli mwaka tugenda kusasula biliyoni 104 ku bintu ebyabbibwanga amaje ga Uganda gagenze Congo buli lwotwala amaje ebweru otekukasa nti okikoledde mu mateeka kyangu nnyo ogende South Sudan ne wabaayo group tugambe Salva Kiir Museveni gwawagira bamukubi bamugyeko kugenze ko lyaka mashalo b'omuntu omulala nakuzaayo mu International Court of Justice ne bakusaba okusasula buli budget ya Uganda kati ejja muri miliyoni 7 za dola which is over billion 10 n'okusoba za kusasula bintu bye twabbanga tugenze Congo etteeka litugamba UPDF Act Uganda esobola okutwala amaje eweeru mu mirundi ebiri okusooka bwe babanga UN egiyise nga wolabe Somalia gavumenti ejja n'esaba parliament n'egiwa olukusa n'egenda bwe tubeera nga tulumbiddwa tugeze ensinga oba Rwanda oba Congo oba Kenya etulumbye nga tewaliwo obudde bwa kujja mu parliament osobola okugoba abatulumbye n'oyingira ne mu Kenya oluvannyuma n'ojja mu parliament n'osaba kye bayita ratification speaker yennyini yali mu meeting ye NRM ya caucus ne mumyuka we ne bokobaanira eyo bajje wano bakole obwa mafia motion ebadde etekwa kubeera debated. Ensonga nze nagibuuza last week in Parliament. Oboth naga atamanyi abamanyi ne bagamba oyo messenger bamutuma butumi kuleta biwandiiko. Even that you know kubibuuza kubanga otwala amagye Sudan kitegeeza ogenda kufiirwa abasirikale ani agenda obba compensating. Ogenda kufiirwayo ebyokulwanyisa buli mwaka tusaasanya trillion 3 okugula classified equipment. Bwe tunazitwala Sudan ne bazookerayo ne zifa ne zirwalirayo ani agenda okuzisasulira. Ebyo bibadde biteekwa okubeera mu motion gavumenti ebinyonyola abaka babitegeera. Nze nga ndi ku committee ya defense tusooka ogenda South Sudan. Ezo ensonga baasindika ne mu committee ya defense n'ezituulako buli lunaku. Olwaleero mu ddakiika 2 ensonga ennene bwetyo speaker abadde amaze ogiyisa n'agaana Parliament eddeyo mu lumu. First of all, deployment of a national army outside the country is a very serious matter. The last time Mr. Museveni deployed the military in DRC around 1998, 97, 99, we ended up fighting with Rwanda there. DRC took us to the International Court of Justice, where we're fined over 1.2 trillion shilling. In our budget now, every financial year, we are including 70 million US dollar, which is over 200 billion, about 220, to pay Democratic Republic of Congo, because we are in Congo illegally and we are accused of exploiting Congo. The motion today by government was supposed to explain, they are talking about the status of forces agreement. Where is that agreement? So Parliament has passed this motion by looking at what? Because if there is an agreement, Parliament has a right to look at it. If Salva Kiir called Mr. Museveni and wrote to him, where is that letter? But the Speaker did not allow any debate on this matter because they conspired during an NRM caucus meeting. We are going to lose soldiers there. We are going to lose equipment. When we are fighting in Somalia, we lost helicopters that crashed in Kenya. They were never compensated. We are spending over 5 trillion shilling in classified expenditure. About 3 trillion shilling is buying classified equipment. Now these equipment are going to be deployed in another country. So if you lose them, who pays? South Sudan is an independent, sovereign country. If they are hiring our military as a mercenary, then we should be told.
Yo,